That's just my style.
Mr. Ninja over here.
Yeah, bro. I'm always in my camo. We're good. Audio's good? Okay. Cool. Hey, this is welcome back to the podcast. I am Rob, your host, Rob the Model on IG, and I have here with me my good buddy Mike. He is the owner of Bolo Defense and also Bolo X, a new brand that just came out with. And on the DC 100 podcast, we talk about so far it's kind of just been whatever comes to mind. Eventually, I think I'll get a little bit more structure with it. But I just kind of roll with it. I really don't have like a super straight thing. I guess the basic concept is, DC 100 stands for dedication, consistency, 100% of the time. So it's just talking about how those principles apply to your life and what ways you demonstrate those, and mainly talking about the challenges or scenarios you find yourself in. Recently, Bolo Defense, I know, was on the defense from Amazon's vicious attack, destroying your product, online revenue and whatnot, knocking you down a bit. And you've Bolo X has come as the X factor, bringing a new light and a new ray of hope onto it. So maybe we can just start there and talk about a little bit of challenges.
Yeah, so I mean, Bolo Defense really started as an e-commerce brand, and it will end as an e-commerce brand for the most part as well. There might be some contingencies with contracts and stuff like that we get into later on. But, yeah, I mean, when you go to sell products of that nature on somebody else's platform, such as Amazon's, we're just a bee in a beehive. We could be in a bee. You could be doing $4 million a day, but you're still a bee in a beehive, right? So you have to play by their rules, and they don't like that product, and it goes from something that's fine to they make an internal policy, and then that policy gets to be released publicly, and so it's a prohibited product. We don't have enough time to, they don't give us that time. Taken down, not allowed here, remove it from our warehouse type deal. So then you just, forced to kind of pivot a little bit. That's really it.
Do you think, when you say a bee in a beehive, is there anything wrong? Do you think there's anything wrong with being a bee in a beehive? Or like for you personally, like as you think about yourself, like being a worker amongst a colony of operations that a structure that's in place, right? That you have a role that you have to adhere to. In that role, do you find fulfillment in it? Do you not like being in it? Or?
Well, let me ask you this. Amazon's a channel of just a channel of choice. It's not a business model by itself. It's no matter what anybody says, they're wrong, right? Well, maybe that's their perspective, but we operate differently here.
Yeah.
But if that channel of choice or being a bee in a beehive drives you maybe an additional 7 figures monthly, are you okay with being a bee in a beehive?
Well, for me,
and you're not limited contingent. You're not limited to anything else. You can go still fly away.
Yeah. To me, the concept of being a bee in a beehive, I like that. I like having for me personally, I like having a beehive in which that I can delegate my energies, effort to furthering the fruits of the hive. So I don't have any problems with being a bee in a beehive in this analogy. I suppose I was asking that question to better understand what you meant by when you said a bee in a beehive. But you're just saying like Amazon's a platform to structure, and so
it's a platform structure. I mean,
yeah.
We don't own it.
Now I will say, because you just made this as your point, you made it the point to say the financial incentive makes it worth it, or it makes it not matter in that sense. Like, let's say someone was uncomfortable with the idea of there being a beehive. You brought up money as a factor that would make it being okay. At least that's how I received the question. It seemed like you framed it in that way. Is that the way you're framing it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So do you think that if the money is enough, that you'll accept being in maybe less favorable or situations you frankly don't want to be in?
I think you have to do a lot of things you don't necessarily want to do. Now, let me be very clear. We want to be on Amazon. That's why we were there in the first place.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
We like being on Amazon. We enjoy the traffic that Amazon provides and the trust it provides for the customer. Because,
yeah, absolutely.
You ask any human in America, they know what Amazon is. When you have to get somebody to go to Bolo Defense's website, and now, like we talked about earlier, we're having products that are releasing, and they're going to be close to $1,000 to buy. So ask yourself, are you more comfortable buying a $1,000 product on Amazon or a $1,000 product on a new website where you have to enter the payment your payment to the processor and all of that? The answers are always going to be Amazon. They're so trusted, especially in the West. So, Amazon's a superpower. You cannot underlook them. They are an e-commerce superpower. And if you're not on, and if you're in an e-commerce brand and you're losing that opportunity and you haven't mastered that channel, that's probably the biggest loss. I think.
Do you think? Because you've talked a little bit. This guy has really, really good hookah. I go over to his place occasionally, and hookah's always so smooth. He has like this iced like I don't know what it is exactly. I'm not the biggest hookah guy, but
Habibi told me what they get. I just listened to Habibi.
Yeah, so it's really good. I don't know I forget the name of that smoke shop, but yeah, it's really good. Anyways, so when I was over there, I talked a little bit about owning the distribution channel, because essentially, as you said, Amazon is this platform where it's well renowned, it's well trusted. So a lot of customers go through there, and if your e-commerce brand is relying on online reputation in order to get sales, then Amazon, in your opinion, is something that should not be overlooked. It's super valuable, and in your own words, it's the biggest loss. Now, what I spoke about there was about how building your own distribution channel, right, and creating, in regards to what you said earlier, your own beehive. Because if the beehive is creating restrictions that don't suit you, right, it's like, then based off what you're saying, I think, like, if it's possible, I think you would opt to not put up with it. Like, if you could be just as profitable with a smaller audience and have your own structure, that seems like it would be preferable. Would you agree with that? Or
yeah, you want to be in an ideal perfect world. I have a perfect dream tomorrow night, and in that dream, I am in full control of all operations.
Yeah. What does that look like?
It's here I am, Julian Caesar. That's an ideal world where I control everything.
Write it out to me. Write it out. Walk me through the ideal world. Okay, I wake up, and then I'm looking at my
in an e-commerce world.
Yeah, in your world, in your Mike's e-commerce world, not just yours. Tell me yours.
Right. I mean, some of these things, like, this would just be like ease of operation, right?
Okay.
I own the warehousing.
Okay.
I own the fulfillment of the warehousing. The payment processing.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, Amazon holds money for 40 days. So you get a sale today.
Days.
You get a sale today. Right now, you go, you buy. That sale comes in now. I don't get that money for about 30 to 45 days, somewhere in that range. It really depends on the reserve level and the deferred transaction and what the timing. It's like, I think the best case is 2 weeks, and the worst case is like up to 30, 40 days.
Do they not have something where, because for example on Stripe, like I just made a new company, and on Stripe they're holding on my payments for 3 to 10 days. Like if it's over $5,000, like I gotta wait. It's like 7 days to get it. However, after the account's been reach a certain age, every day I can cash out at least $10,000. So if I have $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 days, then I at least can get $10,000 out of that Stripe account today. So are there levels in Amazon like that?
Yeah, for sure. So with ads, there's PPC, pay per click. So you could have PPC run as coming out of a sale. So then you don't have to worry about actually like a charge to a credit card. But like right now at the stage we're at, we get charged about $500 a day every 2 days. And when we're aggressive, that will go up. That'll be maybe $500 a day every day, or $500 or $1,000 a day every day, something like that, right? But right now that's getting charged to us every single day. And what does that mean in the Amazon world? We're not established enough for them to prolong that like a week.
That courtesy credit.
Yes.
So you're basically getting this credit that they're like allotting to you, and like, I guess as you build up your reputation, it'll be larger chunks of money, basically extending you larger. Okay, cool, makes sense.
Correct, right.
Okay.
So then, same with disbursements, right? As a new account, so Bolo X because Bolo Defense has been around a little over a year, the Amazon account. Bolo X will be brand new. So let's just say the first month is $50,000. That money, they'll hold that in reserve for like a good bit of time. And what they're really looking for is the product legit? Are the customers happy? And did the returns not just like become this crazy like skyrocket? And then if they could see that consistency there, they trust you more and release it. I don't necessarily know how the entire algorithm.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, like all the underwriting specifics of the account. I know there's something that I want some more clarity on with like my Stripe accounts, because I use Stripe very, very much. Now, I kind of got taken away from that ideal, that dream. So, your Mike's e-commerce dreams. So, if you can go back to that and just write that out for me. So,
Yeah,
it's like you control the distribution, you control the platform, you control the I think you said I know those two things you said. What were the other things?
the payment processor. I said.
Payment processor. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the last thing you said.
I mean, you want to just be in control,
Okay.
right? As a business, you want your money today. You want it now. You don't want to have to call a third-party warehouse to know why the hell they lost an entire shipment that happened this year or last year. That happened last year where
Yeah.
3,000, was it 2,000 of our gun belts got lost? A crap ton, right?
Yeah.
Then I have to go use a service that tracks that down, finds it. If they can't find it, they submit the case to get the reimbursement, or sorry, the whatever we're owed, that money. But then they take a percentage of that. So ideally, like in a perfect scenario, you just own the warehouse. And why did the product from the truck not get it to where it was supposed to be inside of the warehouse?
Yeah, you have way more direct visibility and control.
Right.
And I think if you have the right parties, now that makes sense why you would like so much control, and establishing that. I mean, being extended credit is like super important. Which brings me to our sponsor today, which is ClearPath Credit. If you have a business or you have a structure, or and you're making good money, maybe you made some kind of personal mistake in your youth, or someone got on your credit, whatever happened, okay, and it's just messed up, but you're making good money. Reach out to ClearPath Credit. They'll take care of you. They work with specific litigation. So they litigate for your credit. It's not some weird send your letters and, you pray something works. It's litigation. So you actually have court documents, court cases, and all this kind of things where they litigate for your credit and absolve it through settlement. So thank you, ClearPath, for sponsoring us today. All right. Now, anyways, as you're going, I think we got a few more minutes here. Okay, cool. So, and wrapping up, if you went back to younger Mike right now, and you're in the hard thing that you're facing, the difficulties that you're facing, what would you tell Mike that's just starting e-commerce based off where you're at right now?
The thing I live with today is, if you have $1 million a day, don't go crazy and jump in joy and, go buy a whatever. And if you have issues to where you go from that amount of money to zero, don't get yourself down in the dumps. So instead of being here and being here, just kind of be here.
Okay, so let's keep it even keel, right?
Yeah, don't let your highs get you too high and your lows get you too low.
Okay, so let's change the frame just a little bit. Let's just go like, okay, let's pretend I'm you, right? I'm like, oh man, I'm about to start this e-commerce business. Oh, whoa, future Mike just spawned in front of me literally right now in his quarter jacket that I don't have. I want a quarter jacket. Wow, this looks so incredible. You got 1 minute with me. What do you tell me before I go into the journey?
Don't get too excited when you start seeing money.
I'm gonna see money.
Yeah, you're gonna see money. Well, I mean, that's up to you.
Well, no. This is your future. This is your future.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna see money. Don't get too excited.
Wow, like how much money?
Millions.
Oh my God, we're gonna see millions.
Of course.
Man, we've struggled so much. I feel so. It's all gonna be worth it. Is it? Do you think it's all gonna be worth it?
Of course, it's gonna be worth it. But I mean, you gotta, can't just can't. I can give you an analogy. I have to think of one. But I mean, don't get too excited is kind of the point. Because ultimately, really, $1 million top line, it's great money, it's great sales, great proof, great everything. But in reality, it's not all that much. When you really put it in perspective of what you're actually trying to accomplish, or what I'm trying to accomplish, it's really not jack all. So, it's cool. Don't get too excited. And how can we optimize, scale, and grow as fast and efficiently as we possibly can? And that's, you stay operational. Think like an operator. I mean, we sell to operators, and so we also think like operators.
Were you familiar with that terminology when you first were starting?
What?
Operator.
Well, yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's two types of, you have your military operator, right? And your DevGru and your SOCOM guys. And then those are the people that we sell to. Then we have, your founder, your business owner, operator. And of course, obviously, as scale comes and teams and systems get put into place, you don't actually need to be the operator anymore. And you can kind of build and train operators. But But yeah, I mean, that's, focus on growing the thing and not the vanity of what the thing is creating is really what I like.
Oh, Mike, the world's getting fuzzy. I think I'm going back to my time. Thank you, Mike, for giving me that insight. I hope it works. So yeah, now just younger Mike. I don't know. He goes away,
Little guy.
Yeah, little Mike. Okay, cool. Well, no, dude. Hey, thanks for joining. I know this was like last minute. Literally, he called me. He's like, "Hey, you're getting some food," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm driving to get food right now."
I was
before I have
hungry.
this podcast. Dude, yeah, we ate
hungry.
it north of Tally. It was great. It was very good. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for checking out this next episode of DC 100. This is, I think, episode 2, and it's going to be happening every single week. I'm going to be posting, and we will continue. We'll have you on again, of course, because this was just a very brief. I really want to dive into some of a lot more, and just I'm just going to set up the proper time and make sure that we have that. But again, thank you so much for being here. And thank you guys for listening, okay? If this is your first time hearing the podcast or maybe listen to my podcast, drop a comment. The interactions help me. And if you listen to my podcast and you thought it was cool, just leave comments, tell me, like it, share it to your friends. And if you don't like it, then get the fuck out of here then. I don't know why you're watching it.
And please make sure to go to the Bolo Defense Instagram and follow us.
That's right. Bolo Defense. If you want some tactical gear, tactical equipment, and running equipment, go to Bolo Defense.
Bolo X.
Bolo X for the running equipment, and then what was the other one?
Bolo Defense for Instagram for Bolo Defense, and Bolo X for the outdoor stuff.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time.